For the vast majority of our species' history, we had a beautifully complex and relational experience when we felt the soil of a particular place between our toes. We felt the land's cycles, its seasons, its various phases and moods. We knew the smell of different kinds of pollen in the air and the many meanings they carried with them. There were individual animals we knew by name and could listen to their particular language, bringing greater depth and perspective to our overall understanding of an ever unfolding story of place. We too were the story of place. But today, for many of us, the arc of human history and the profound forgetting that can happen across generations has resulted in placelessness. We've mostly stopped listening. We turned our attention elsewhere. So many now aren't even aware of place. As a whole, we don't even see it as relevant. The impact our species now has on place and planet reflects that we have completely forgotten that place is the only place humans can fully participate with and care for life. It's the foundation. It's where we connect. It's the only place we ever are. But our minds are elsewhere. There are placeless ways we've come to see and be in the world. And so many things have our focus that are far away and fundamentally disconnected, not even really in the physical world. These things we feel are more relevant, like our digital feeds and invisible goods that we trade, and we identify mostly with our title or profession rather than where we live. These things have come to feel more real than the soil under our feet. But these globalized ways are beginning to fail us because they make us blind to the health of local ecological and social systems. And being blind to local health means we're blind to the whole. Cells are part of organs. Organs are part of bodies. The world is fractal. We must see and understand the small to see and understand the large. We must care for the small to care for the large. We simply can't be blind to that reality forever. And places where we remember how to see the fractal and interconnected, and our human roles in it all. To understand how we forgot place, we have to understand how our systems erase it. The modern industrial worldview doesn't ask where something comes from. It asks things like how fast, how cheap, how much. And so we've built systems where production happens somewhere else. And those somewhere elses are hidden from our view. There's hidden labor, hidden pollution, hidden harm. When place becomes irrelevant, so does accountability. If I don't see where my phone was mined, I don't see the rivers that are poisoned. If I don't see where my clothes were sewn, I am deaf to the suffering in the factories. If I don't see where my waste goes, it doesn't just go away, it just disappears from my view. But the earth is not a story with separate chapters. It's a single living book. Every page is connected. There's something else we lose when we forget place, and that is agency. When we operate in abstractions, global and digital markets, vast supply chains, systems in an abstracted matrix we can't touch, it is hard not to feel that change is someone else's job. That impact lives in that place called somewhere that feels to us kind of like nowhere. But healing and increasing vitality doesn't happen in the abstract. It happens where individuals have agency, where they can see and make sense of what it is theirs to care for. To reclaim our power to heal, to care, to truly flourish only comes by reclaiming place. So what would change if place became visible again? If we made decisions by what nourishes this watershed, this community, our future, and not decisions driven by some number on a screen? If we remembered that every there is someone's here, and ultimately their here is part of our planet? What if place became the scale of our economy? It's what shaped our ethics and where we found meaning and where we find our greatest and most fulfilling purpose. Place is not irrelevant. It's the only ground we stand on. It's the only place we have agency to make whole what's been fractured. When place becomes relevant again, we see more clearly, we care more deeply, we act more wisely, we feel more integrity and fully connected, and our own growth can experience a higher order possibility as it's supported by a context that is also growing. We feel rich meaning and sacred responsibility return to our lives. You can't love what you don't see. It's time to see place, to love place. It's time to love our place so we can learn how to come home. And so for today's participatory prompt, where is your here? Please share a little bit about your place and why it's relevant to you. Feel free to share in the comments or on your Facebook or Instagram profile. And if you do so there, don't forget to @mention Awakening Lands.